What is going on, cryptocurrency investors? My name is Landon. Welcome to Blockchained. Yet again, we have a substantial amount of stuff to cover, so I'm going to try and get through it relatively quickly. Get ready to digest some cryptocurrency news. But first, don't forget to join the Typerium Telegram chat. It's where you can enter yourself into the Bounty Rewards program. Signing up for the mailing list lets you check it all out for yourself. It's definitely one of the hottest ICOs launching this year, and with ICOs being the most lucrative way for you to get involved and at a very low cost, particularly if you join the Bounty Reward program, it's at no cost. You can get involved in up and coming coins like Typerium. And as usual, follow me on Twitter because I post cryptocurrency news all day long as it happens. Today is a resurgence like we have not seen in over a month in this overall cryptocurrency market, taking us up to $275 billion in just the last couple of hours. We broke 270 earlier today, and we've been struggling at 250 and at times much lower at like $238 billion. Considering we were once almost at $1 trillion, we need a lot more money to come in. There has been some news of the Rockefellers and George Soros and other institutional money manipulator investors coming on board and investing in very promising projects. One of the new coins to the overall market hitting the market 2 days ago is Mixin. It's hard to judge new coins like this, already at a whopping $400, has a very low total supply and an equally low circulating supply. That is why it is so expensive. With just under $1 million in 24-hour volume, it's a coin that I wouldn't really want to go anywhere near, in part because I don't know much about it and it seems to be a niche coin capitalizing on a very high cost. I did, however, go and check out the website. It's a very intuitive and simple design. It just allows you to download the application and view the white paper. The white paper is well written and does explain overall how it goes about providing a decentralized application service. It takes the stance of more like a search engine, allowing you to find these decentralized applications and utilize a variety of different blockchain technologies via this Mixin platform. I don't imagine it will be a continuous gainer. It might maintain its position in the top 100, but due to the low volume and the low supply, I don't think it's going to be one that maintains that volume. So we will be watching Mixin as it has been a top performer. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the developments in Mixin and coins just like it that are performing well. The global market cap has seen a trend reversal earlier today, bringing us into the $270 billion range, seeing a steep drop off earlier, but then resurging back higher than what it was, currently sitting at the very lovely $275 billion price point. It is incredibly low for what I expected the market to be at by now, but it just means a lot of people are going to be increasing positions in many of the assets that are currently undervalued. IOTA has been increasingly trending today, and I'm not sure why, aside from the overall resurgence, and IOTA is a great project going forward, just like EOS, but we're going to get to EOS in just a moment. They're definitely the largest market cap that has seen really good gains today, in the top 5 for gainers of the day and in the top 5 now for overall market cap. IOTA has added a new advisor to their board. Wolf Werner from Fujitsu from Austria and Switzerland isn't really news that would associate a 7% increase, but IOTA is back on the board after a bearish trend that was far too long for such a promising coin. Aside from Richard Hart hating it on Twitter and all of the Nickelback-esque taboo that it does get in association with Richard Hart, IOTA is doing a number of things with Volkswagen and driverless vehicles, as well as in the field of logistics, imports and exports. IOTA is definitely poised to see significant gains, and I would imagine it would be closer to $5 by the end of this year, provided we have a resurgence in market cap like many of us are expecting. So keep it locked right here for ongoing developments, and we see if IOTA can retain some of their very recent gains. And as you can see, their volume isn't really that high for what they're used to. If we go back 3 months, we can see that the volume is at the lowest it's been. So it's no wonder that this price has seen a lot of horizontal movement in an overall slightly bearish downtrend, but it's been overdue for a bit of a resurgence, breaking $1 just today. Hopefully they can retain that as this market cap continues to climb. EOS definitely the biggest performer of the day, in the top 5 now. They just flipped over that of Litecoin, and that is definitely the biggest news of the day. Their market cap now at $6 billion with a $1.3 billion 24-hour volume. EOS doesn't have a crazy amount of volume in comparison to what they did have, but the volume has been steadily increasing as the day continues, approaching $8 very soon and approaching a lot of resistance. It will be interesting to see if EOS can break through and start approaching all-time highs, or if the retracement is enough to bring them right back down to where they were. That is highly dependent on how the volume goes. At $1.3 billion, their volume is enough to sustain some growth right now, but it must continue. And officially, I've dropped Tron off as the darling with Verge of the last 2 weeks. Verge is now the single darling of the last month, continuing to pump, continuing to almost test all-time highs in both price and volume. Verge has been off the charts for almost a month now, continuously pumping and not really retracing. Earlier on today, they were in the red, but they've since recovered all of that, and the volatility is outrageous. As you can see, the past month, they've been on an insane bull run with only 3 moderate retracements and a continuation of ongoing growth. It is wonderful news in the XVG camp, and I imagine it will continue up to the 16th of this month. And after the 17th, when the US tax day is done, a lot of people are probably going to be buying in just because of the amount of media hype and the amount of talk on Twitter of it being a big day. People are expecting that to happen. If it doesn't, it will be very interesting to report. Tron, I'm not really going to cover today, taking an absolute beating, doing a countdown for the mainnet launch right now. They are really in need of some bulls to come in and start making some big purchases in Tron to start bringing this coin back up. It is a long-term project. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's just not faring too well in the past few weeks. While coins like Verge and Mixin and now IOTA and definitely EOS today are doing phenomenally well. We've just lost $4 billion in market cap in the last few minutes since recording this, so the volatility is still there. Will we continue to rise, or will we just lose everything that we've gained today and find ourselves back at $250 billion tomorrow morning? Registration for Bittrex got opened very briefly and then was overwhelmed, so people are definitely interested in purchasing cryptocurrencies. Max Kaiser says Bitcoin's gonna hit 100K. When? Nobody really knows. He's not even saying when, but he thinks George Soros and institutional investors, like everybody's counting on, is really going to play with the markets. So it's anyone's guess as to where we'll be. Keep it locked right here at Blockchain. Follow me on Twitter because I post relevant news all day long. That covers it for your mixed bag of cryptocurrency news and some market analysis. Stay tuned for ongoing developments in all the top coins as well. Comment below and let me know what coins you're interested in. Let me know what coins you want to know more about, because we are trying to fine-tune this content to cover what you come onto this YouTube platform looking for. Thank you so much for watching Blockchain. My name is Landon, and until next time, everyone.